We just completed day 2 of the active shooter incident management training here at Cocopah Resort. This was the moment where we brought together 60 first responders from local, state, federal, and tribal governments to learn what it takes to save these lives. And the cornerstone of this is saving lives is everyone's job. Mike, let's talk about that principle and what this means to us and what this means for our partners.
So I love seeing unified command at work, and remember, a faster coordinated response saves lives, and that's what we're trying to do here. And just to watch all these agencies come together for the one reason, to save lives, is pretty amazing to watch. It's an amazing thing to watch, to see from the first exercise yesterday until the 7th exercise today, how they grew and they worked as a group. And this training is one of the best trainings I've ever been to, and the way it just keeps on growing upon each other, and I love this training.
Absolutely. Feliciano, let's talk about what this means to you, and Antonio, let's talk about what this means for your tribe as well.
For me, I see it as very beneficial to the tribe, not just that, but the community and how we can save lives. You know, they did talk about a ghost chasing a ghost. So we are set in our own ways in some things when we react to it, an emergency or the situation, whatever the incident is. But this opens your eyes up with this training. They bring a lot of equipment, great things to be able to benefit from, and also to educate how to work with one another. Law enforcement, fire, EMS, you know, everybody working together. It's a great training. I mean, I love it. I can't wait to bring it home to the tribe as well.
Excellent, excellent. And Antonio, what did you take away from this?
Well, I did like the scenarios, and then also the coordination between the first responders. So I think that's one of the things that I'm going to take away. As far as the emergency management world, you know, this is something that we definitely need to make sure that, you know, we have that line of thread, that knowing that we can depend on each other's, and this is just an added tool that we can utilize to at least test our abilities as far as what we can provide for our members, you know, and that's something that I think is going to be beneficial. And this is a good tool to at least implement, to at least to know our strengths and where our gaps are. So I think that's going to be something that we could benefit from, going and bringing in this training down to the nation as well.
Sure, sure.
Yes.
They started off talking about what is standing in the way of saving lives when you have an active shooter situation. The first of which is the shooter himself, and the second factor is time. Let's talk about that. What did you both learn from that concept?
From my understanding is that, first of all, you identify everything, and when the incident occurs, there's a matter for life and safety. So you got to look at different things when you get dispatch as far as law enforcement and fire, who goes on the scene first. Not coming with all that knowledge, a person can get lost there. So it's good to learn about how the system works and what you're really fighting against. It's not against going and giving the services. It's about the time and the incident that occurred with that situation. It be an active shooter situation, that's where your time runs out.
Exactly. And what did you think about how everything was integrated? That it was law enforcement, it was EMS, it was fire, it was dispatch. What did you think of that when we looked at how this played out?
I know that having to have a system that's going to be supported in the response, you know, the ICS is always the big pivotal thing that everybody uses, but to actually implement it, you know, that's where you need to really practice how to use it, and then also to be able to make sure that everybody can respond accordingly. So that's one of the things that I noticed, that as far as the takeaway, and then knowing that, you know, there's different views of what today is going to look like and how we need to start thinking about some of the things that could happen. So those are some things that I think.
And Mike, what do you think is going to be the big takeaway for you? Because you organized all this and you coordinated this effort, and this was a massive effort.
Yeah, I'm just excited to know that the knowledge is being shared with the first responders here today. And remember, this is not just this is a different way to do things, and I think that it's really opening their eyes that if they all coordinate together in a under the ICS structure, and they make sure that that clock is not ticking out, there's going to be a lot of lives saved. I believe we can save a lot of lives.
Absolutely, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And if you like this podcast, you can find us on SoundCloud, Stitcher, and all major platforms. You can also find us on Facebook. You can also find us on YouTube. Just check for Cocopah Now, that's our news brand. And if you'd like to subscribe to our monthly electronic newsletter, go to cocopah.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, you click on the newsletter tab. We promise not to share your contact information with any third parties. Thanks again for watching.